What is going on, boys and girls of YouTube? Last night during stream, we had an incident, we'll say. Not really an incident. I don't think that's the way to say it. Another Reddit post was made. It was based on an incident the night before where I was running customs because it was patch day. I didn't want to play ranked yet. And I had an Ama, one of my viewers in my custom, who was 4-1 and wouldn't go into the fights because he didn't want to mess up his KDA. So I was telling him, yo, you need to engage, you need to fight over and over again. And then he ended the game 4-9 after not engaging for another like 10 minutes. He basically just played his 4-1 KDA for like to the 20-minute mark, then just started inting. And then I guess the next night he decided to make a Reddit thread. I had forgotten about it. The crazy thing is what happened while going through the Reddit thread. So we're gonna go to the Reddit thread. We're gonna talk about it. So you're gonna see that this says deleted. His name was No Development 6028. Whenever people make threads about me, especially when we catch them early, usually we do because someone tells me about them, I tend to read a little bit and then look at their account. We look at this guy's account and he's talking about it's weird. He's got threads in there where he's guessing women's ages and basically hoping that they're 18, like just guessing that hopefully they're 18, like they're all underage, like pedo stuff. And we caught it on stream and he instantly deleted his account, like right away. That's the second time in a row. If you watch the last Reddit video, I had I think it was a streamer who said I was harassing them and I had a parasocial relationship with them. Well, come to find out, they had been spam donating me on my stream, promoting their stream, and then threatened to dox me. And when I called all that out, they deleted their Reddit account. I think people just assume I'm gonna forget stuff or whatever over time, and I don't usually. Just gotta remember what happened to know the details. This one's crazy because this was over some guy playing bad in my custom game and getting mad about it. You can see, you read the thread. Weakest figurehead for this game gets no new players. Basically saying I'm the reason the community's toxic, which if you play video games or sports, you know it's toxic by nature, and that's it's the competitive nature of things. Like it happens. People they want to win. All that matters is winning. So you don't always get super nice interactions. I will say the ones where there's name calling and like slurs and stuff, that's not toxic. That should be banned. That's not okay. That's beyond toxic. Toxic is like, hey, you're bad. That's what toxic is. This guy unfortunately got mad because I told him how to build and how to engage. I didn't say you're bad, what are you doing? I said, bro, please do this, this, and this. I said it again. I broke it down on how to do it a third time. And then the fourth time, like, what are we doing? Why are you not listening? This is so bad. And then the fifth time I was like, all right, if you're just gonna keep doing this, I'm just gonna ban you from playing customs. And I guess it really upset him. But it's just another regular Reddit post. He said, I've played in a few customs of his. He's played in one. His name was Dark Manicore. I don't know if that's still his name or not. You can go look it up. So it's not like I'm outing something crazy. He was the Ama in custom games on, I think the 23rd was when we were, or not the 23rd, sorry, on the 30th when we were playing. Not the other line. He's in the voice chat calling his teammates terrible. The guy was playing terrible. So yeah, I said you are playing terrible. So he's ever gonna let them in games again? Yes, I did say that. I was gonna ban him. So we know, that's how we know it was this Ama. You're playing like that, I'm not gonna let you in customs. You're playing for your KDA. It's weird. Why the hell would you ever want a guy like that to be the face of your community? Well, maybe because that's not the part that's the face of the community. The part that's the face of the community is teaching you how to play, having a build website, uploading constantly, helping people, answering any questions that are asked. I have no obligation as a person or a player or a content creator to be nice to you when you're ruining games and you're playing a team game. You're choosing to play a team game and then playing like you're the only one that's in the game. That's very selfish. You don't catch me playing like that, and I despise it. I absolutely hate that play style. If you're just playing for your own KDA or to make yourself happy in the team game, go play duel, go play a single player game. This isn't for you, or you're going to catch people getting mad at you. Like, it's going to happen, and they're warranted, in my opinion. He claims to want a skin of him to be made for God. Yeah, right. I don't know why this is in there. That's a little weird. He says he wants for people to play Smite. Yep, that's why I made content, promote it, and teach you how to build. Well, sir, you are the idiot here, thinking being a toxic douche and encouraging hate there's no one encouraging hate. I was encouraging not playing selfishly, and you got upset, so you try to twist it in your own way, and you ended up being a pedo, and you deleted your account because of it. Someone said, yo, look at his other comments, and it was this one. There was more. A lot of it didn't want to get into. I was kind of worried what would come up, but you can see he was doing some very creepy stuff, and he, like I said, instantly deleted his account. Like, I showed it and his account was gone 10 seconds later. It was crazy. So it's back-to-back people who are just making stuff up that were caught being really weird on the internet or doing something that is potentially illegal and instantly deleted their Reddit accounts back to back. That's 2 Reddit posters, 2 deleted accounts. The other Reddit poster tried to delete their posts and they're still public. You could see that they changed them. Like if you go in and edit an old post, it says this post was this and it was edited to this on this date. So they deleted their account as well. And you can see the comments are the same as always. I mean, weak and mean. I don't know. There's actually a lot more logic in this thread if you want to read through it. Like they didn't even delete the Reddit thread because there's actually some logic being sent out there. People just saying, you know, it's not being toxic. You just playing the game. This guy said I wasn't posting play-by-plays. I just recorded 4 this week. Troll. A lot of breakdowns. It's kind of interesting for me. I mainly wanted to make this video because I thought it was funny that that guy got caught being a creeper. But there's slowly been a shift in Reddit. A Reddit post like this gets made. It used to be 100 weak and mean, weak and mean, weak and mean. Now I think there's 120 comments on this one, and a lot of it is the opposite. Like there's still some people, yeah, weaken's the worst, but there's a lot of people that are slowly shifting. Like this is a little ridiculous. He's not even, like this guy said, he's not even that toxic. I personally don't think what I do is toxic. The biggest thing is I don't ever type in game or call people bad in game. I tell my stream or whoever's watching my content that what this person is doing is bad. I might say it's dumb, it's stupid, whatever. Here's what they should be doing. And if they ask for help, I would help them. Or if I say, hey, your build's bad, you should do this. That's literally criticism. Hey, this is bad and here's what you should do. I don't just say, hey, you suck. I don't call people names. That doesn't have you can look through my whole Smite 2 chat logs and I've never even said anything bad ever. Smite 1 back in the day used to say some bad stuff. Nothing. Like I don't talk trash in game. I tell my viewers this is bad. And there's more to it in my mind where like if you're in a high ranked game and you're building bad, that's on you for not testing, learning, or looking up builds before you decided to go into a high rated ranking. Like you should have this knowledge ahead of time. You shouldn't be ruining a game because you want to be ignorant. Like that's not fair to everybody. And as soon as you are not taking into account your 9 other people in the game or your 4 teammates at the very least, I think it's, like I said earlier, it's warranted that people are mad and upset with you. I don't think they should call you horrible names, but they should be able to tell you you're playing bad. You are building bad. This is bad. And then another word that gets thrown out around is like dumb, stupid. I mean, you hear a bit of everything, right? I think saying your gameplay or whatever, or your choices are dumb or stupid is fair. I think being like just straight name calling you and attacking you personally is dumb, which is usually what happens to me. If I'm like, hey, that build is bad because of this is what you should do, I get called like instantly. It's nothing about in game. It's just instant personal attacks, which I've never done unless, yeah, I've really never done in game. If you go on my stream and start calling, you know, talking trash, I'm gonna call you names. That's gonna happen. Welcome to my life. That's why it's my stream. Don't come in if you want to be like that. I respect Weekend for always being honest. Sure, it's rough to hear the truth without sugarcoating it. That's another thing. I think a lot of whenever now when I read these Reddit threads, the posts that are still like weakens mean, it's usually weakens mean because of his tone or the way he says it. I mean, I think there was a post. It's not just what you say, but how you say it. Communication skill issue, really. No. You don't determine how other people should sound to you with what they're saying. That's not how it works. Now, if I was trying to appeal to you, your opinion would be relevant, but I'm not trying to appeal to you. I have no interest in appealing to you. I don't want to say things nicely. You're not a child. We are playing a game where the median age is 25. It might even be higher now. If at 25, someone has to talk nicely to you, you will never thrive in anything you do. You're way too into your emotions over something that isn't emotional. This video game and like getting better shouldn't be emotional. Having fun, that emotion should be a thing. Or, you know, getting wrecked, that might be the emotion. But the idea of being, hey, this is what you should build and here's why, doesn't have to be said nicely. Never does, never will. That's not a communication issue. That's you under a weird assumption and you needing to be catered to. Nobody should be catered to. That's not how the world works. Sometimes Weekend's the one that overextended, yet I've heard him screeching into his mic, where's my team? This is literally in my voice back. It's the joke, the sarcasm. You know, you overcommit, you blame your team. Where's my team? Now, there are some times where like, hey, I'm going in here. Let's fight this. Nobody says anything. You wait for your team to catch up. You engage, they don't follow. Then I might mean it. But overall, like, it's literally in my voice back as a joke. Like, I'm pretty sure it's when you die, it says like, where's my team? Like, that's the point. If you can't process sarcasm and you're worried about communication skills, that's a little off there. One plus two isn't not enough for you right now. The man makes his mistakes too. Yes. And if you watch any of my play-by-plays, I talk about when I mess up all the time, but you don't watch my content, you're making assumptions. Another bad communication skill. But he's quick to put the blame on others. No, it's getting old at this point. If something goes wrong in a fight, I can tell when I mess up, and I can tell when other people's things are being impacted. Very rarely am I wrong. Occasionally I am, but very rarely. So I go into a fight and like I hit a below all, and my Scylla hits an ability but doesn't do that much damage. I can process instantly, what's that build? Like, their build must be bad. And then I can trust tab, check the build, and then I'm like, hey, their build's bad. That's why that fight went bad. And that's accurate. It might not be accurate to you because you don't understand the game, which is fine. You're not meant to. But you're also not meant to try to break down saying, hey, this is wrong if you don't understand it. This isn't something you should even talk about. That's the problem. I've had bosses like that. They were tolerated, not respected. I'm making content that you can choose to watch. This is very interesting concepts. Very, very interesting. I'm also under no obligation to like the man or how he talks to people. Yeah, you're not exactly. So why? What are we worried about here? I also get the impression that Weekend is the type of person that can understand he isn't for everyone. That's crazy. We can both live our lives not really liking and barely thinking about each other. That's crazy. But for some reason, this whole post came first, which means you aren't under these thoughts right now. Kind of wish a subreddit would get to that understanding too. The topic is boring and tired. It is. It's crazy that these posts still get made. Absolutely insane. I hate Weekend. Hating me is so, like, that's a parasocial emotion here. This is to everybody. You don't know the content creators that you watch on the internet. You do not know them. Some let you in a little bit more, but you never fully know. You don't know how people interact with, like, especially off camera. The big thing is how people interact off camera. You don't know them because everyone has some form of a character that is amplified in one way or another, because whatever is successful, whether that's just a raw version of you or whatever, you amplify it. You dive into it. You do it more because that's what people want to watch. When you're off camera, no one is the same. Nobody. Unfortunately, a lot of the time, those people are, like, a lot of content creators are really, really bad people off the camera, and you don't ever see it, and then you act like they're the best people, and then people who might let you in a little bit more and see, you know, maybe the inside of their lives or not really suppress emotions or whatever it may be, you get mad at those people before actually seeing them off camera. It becomes a whole weird thing. You can ask anybody who deals with creators. It's very common, sadly, for creators to be horrible, horrible people. But I do think it's strange to hate me because I tell people they don't know how to build in a video game or whatever whatever reason you can come up with, because outside of that I don't know what it could be, other than telling my stream you did bad or you were bad in a game. Honestly, if you can find anything, especially in like the past like 5 years of me just calling people names that didn't attack me first, I'd love to see it. Genuinely, I'd love to see it. Except for my friends, I make fun of them all the time. We make fun of each other. That's different. If I'm calling stream names, that's a normal day. That's if I don't do it, it's not a normal day. That'd be a bad thing. All right, we went up too far. I didn't read through everything in this post. It's just too much. Like, it's cool to see people like be nice to me, but at the same time, like, I don't need you guys to defend me. I wish the idiots would process what they're saying and how just outlandish it is. I was an old Smite 1 player, and getting a Weekend video on my recommended list. Oh, this is what I wanted to cover. The beginning of this post was Weekend chases away new players. Okay. In Smite 1, I got told tens of thousands of times. I'm not exaggerating. If you went through my YouTube comments and you searched like new player or whatever, it would come up all the time. And I thought it was mind-blowing at first when people were like, hey, I'm playing Smite because I saw your video first. I never went into this thinking that would happen. I kind of thought that was impossible. And that started happening early on, like season 2 of Smite. That continued to happen all the way up through Smite until Smite 1 basically ended and Smite 2 released. And then in Smite 2 now, I wouldn't say tens of thousands because that would be an exaggeration, but I literally have hundreds to thousands of comments of people saying I'm trying and playing Smite 2 again because of your videos, because of you. So it is completely incorrect that people don't play the game because of me and new players are chased away. I have pulled in more new players, got more people to play this game than any of the content creators that High Risk sponsored. Any of the Vishojo, the Mizkif tournament, they haven't touched the amount of people that I've gotten to play this game. That's not just me. Fine OK does the same thing. Double J, when he used to make content, did the same thing. The Smite creators have promoted this game immensely and never ever been rewarded for it, and we shouldn't expect to be rewarded for it. But I would say a community like Smite was originally a community, really community based. They used to do a lot of community content. You'd think a game built on community would really back their content creators, and we've never seen that. It's a little sad, a little disappointing. I don't expect it. I do hope one day that like the cogwheels start turning in whoever's head and they process like, hey, our content creators are valuable. Hasn't happened yet. And you see why. Like, you have people like this who are people don't play the game because of weak and new players play the game. Where disagree. I was an old Smite 1 player. Getting a weekend video on my recommended list is what made me check out and download the game. I used to follow the pro scene. A weekend was a name was recognized. I was a new player who only stuck with this game because I liked weekend content and helped me understand this game. Like, there's a couple. I appreciate these posts a lot more than like weekend's not bad. Like, you guys are dope too. It's really cool to see people stand up for you. But this, like, actively being a you are wrong, I am this person and I play the game because of him, this makes me feel like this honestly feels good. Well, this is funny. One time I was in a game with Weekend and I had the worst game of my life and he was so mad at me on stream. I wasn't talking to him in game. He Fender ulted the mid right in front of me and I threw my Janus orbs around him. Core memory. All right, that's funny. That's pretty funny. This guy said I'm a scapegoat for people just wanting to blame toxicity on something and them being toxic and not learning. This is pretty smart. No way one guy can have that much influence, basically saying I can't be the reason everyone's toxic, which is pretty common knowledge, common sense. Genuinely having Weekend as the frontmost content guy is a huge L for the game. Meanwhile, in the same post, people are like, yeah, I play the game because of him. I wonder when the 40-minute video of him crying is going to come out. We're over the... I don't think I've ever cried about these. I think more so I just like making fun of the people that make the post, but I think we're over the crying. It's more like the analyzing. He's a dig, but out new players watch. New players do watch, but this is accurate in like... People play the game, they get in and play a game for 20 minutes, and if they like it, they keep playing. If they don't, they don't. Like, most people aren't looking at content first, but it does happen occasionally. Oh, no, not another one of these. Literally giving weekend content. You blame one guy for low number. Oh, I didn't even realize that he blamed me for the game. I guess so. For the game not succeeding, which is crazy because when this game came out and was paid to play it, when it was in its early alpha in last August, so a year ago, the player base was like a 1,200 on Steam, like concurrent. It's at like 3 to 4K now, but that's including overnight. It's actually more like 5 to 6K because this is a US based game. People don't play from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. whatever. So if you take away that, there's the game has grown a fair amount, and that's on the back of content creators giving a lot of feedback and Hi-Rez acknowledging, hey, we're really listening to what the community and the content creators are saying. So I think Hi-Rez saved the game, but I think them acknowledging and listening to us is a big part of them saving the game. You don't know what Toxie is? Smite is the most mild shit at best. Spam ping me VGS. I will agree with this. Smite's toxicity is very mild. Every game has toxicity. There are some games that are worse, especially the games with more people in it, because the games with even more people in it are extra toxic, thinking they're more anonymous. Anonymous with the amount of people that are playing the game and like the ease of changing your name and disappearing. In this community, it's really hard to just change your name and become someone else once you get up into the higher end games, which is where most of these people would be that are saying I'm toxic, because I'm not playing in your baby games. Go put up yeah, dude. Play Counter-Strike, play Rust, play Overwatch, play Rivals, play Call of Duty. Play even Apex. If you solo like queue into Apex, I promise you will run into far more toxicity. Valorant, people will just naturally be horrible people. They won't just tell you what you're doing is bad. But yeah, I wanted to cover this mainly because I just thought it was hilarious that person was posting some weirdo stuff and deleted their account. So we're 2-0 against Reddit posts in like couple months. Pretty funny. Hope you guys liked the video. Hopefully there's no more Reddit posts. I will see you all in the video later tomorrow, the next day, and the next day.